Hi, my name is Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Ford Mondeo estate, then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a 2-litre TDCi Zetec edition, 2018 on a 67 plate, has done 36,221 miles, 2 registered owners. The fuel economy, urban 55.4 miles per gallon, extra urban 70.6 miles per gallon, and combined is 64.2 miles per gallon. Has a top speed of 130 miles per hour out of a 4-cylinder 148 brake horsepower 16 valve engine. The usual thing with Fords, got pretty much everything you would need, all kind of the essentials, great to drive, very economical, reasonable to buy, but you'd probably have to pay twice as much for the equivalent BMW or Mercedes with the same specification. So the great value, especially if it's a working car too. It has the chrome kind of Aston Martin design grille, front parking sensors, multi-spoke alloys, power folding door mirrors, the chrome window surrounds, the roof bar carrier system here, rear privacy glass, integrated tailgate spoiler there. We had a shower of rain and it seems to have brought half the Sahara down with it. It's covered in kind of dust, but the car's mint underneath it. It's a real shame it just happened before I came out to video it, because the sun's come out now. But anyway, electric boot release, bags of room in the back. It's got a get you home tyre underneath the floor, but nice flat low load area, so if you've got pets, as I say, it's below my knee, easy for them to jump in no matter how old your dog is. It's got the rear load cover there, kind of a roller blind, and reversing sensors in the rear bumper. Plenty of room in the back. I've put the seat forward a little bit there, but there would still be plenty of room even if I didn't have my seat all the way back. Black cloth. We've got the contrast stitching, this nice aluminium finish, piano black here around the grab handle, and also the electric window switch. Rear privacy glass. You've got an airbag there in the B pillar, grab handles and so on. In the back here we've got a kind of ski hatch there, 2 rear central armrests with 2 cup holders, nice sculpted back seats, 3 inertia rear seat belts, and also the Isofix rear child seat anchor points at the back there. Okay, I'll just take you for a ride in it. Those are the Ford keys, proper blade, foot on the clutch, start the vehicle. Let me just see the service history. Actually, better turn that down because that's going to come up with my music. So service history, that's the PDI there, and then 5th of 12th 2018, 18,779 miles, Hartwell Ford. And then the 8th of 10th 2019 at 32,923 miles, Oldfields Limited, Southport. They used to be a Vauxhall dealer back in the day, and one of the competitors where I used to work when I first started. Car's done 36,228 miles now. Now, you'll see, I always maintain that nothing should be fitted to a car that doesn't click, turn, slide or ratchet, as in these switches here and so on. Touch screens to me in a car are a stupid idea, and of course everything is these days is going through the touch screen. However, as usual with Ford, they have the Ford Sync system, which is extremely good. But the best thing about it, and another thing I've said for quite a while, is they should do away with audio equipment all together in cars and give you stuff that you really need or comes in handy, like blind spot warning lights, heated rear screen, which is this has got anyway, and perhaps heated steering wheel, but stuff you need, reversing camera, stuff that, you know, the blind spot warning, that can actually save a life, whereas touchscreens are just stupid. However, if this touchscreen, if they did away with the audio system and just put an actual screen and an interface in, like some of the other dealers, of course they use it as a way to charge you extra. They put an interface in for the sat nav, so you have to buy another box. So they can do it for a sat nav, but again, to be fair in this, if you just, they are coming up with Bluetooth system of this as well, but I actually prefer this because it links my phone, it keeps my phone charged. Again, with the wireless play, you see there Apple Carplay's coming up, and it's come up on the screen there. So that mirrors everything. You don't have to touch your phone. You can do everything from your phone, and you can do it a lot easier. You can do it by voice activation with I won't say it, but SIRI, and just ask it or tell it what to do. I'll show you how we set the sat nav on the move. You can send texts, and you don't have to take your hands off the steering wheel, which is a great system. As I say, this car, we've bought this off one of our good customers. It's absolutely, it's spotless inside and out. As I say, the outside, it's not looking its best today because of this bit of a downpour we had with all this appears to be sanding, and half the desert's dropped on it. So we've got electronic handbrake there. There you go, that's on. And when we just set off, the brake goes off. So you can see there on the Apple CarPlay. If you don't want the Apple CarPlay, let's just see. Just go back to there. You've got forward sync. You can go back to forward sync, or go back to Apple CarPlay. And I prefer Apple CarPlay. Your phone is updated time and time again throughout the year, whereas once you've got a sat-nav system and you've bought it, you've got one SD card, and that's it. It's there until you decide to buy another SD card the next year, which is another £100. Car audio now is redundant. They're better off putting better speakers in and just letting your phone, making an interface for your phone. And as you can see from here, you've got the sat nav there. That's places to eat. If I just knock that off, but again, you can see, I mean, I'm driving and I'm just trying to knock that off the screen, and just on this road, your fingers all over. It's like the golden shot. So I will just see if it works, because quite often the voice activation, although I don't think I've got an accent, doesn't understand what I'm saying. So we'll see anyway. Hey Siri, navigate to Grosvenor Garage, Preston. Siri, are you deaf? Hey Siri, navigate to Grosvenor Garage. Navigate.
Getting directions to Grove Leighton Buzzard.
Well, thanks for
Starting route to Grove.
Thanks for ruining my demonstration, Siri. I'm going to go back and do that again. So as I was saying, take two. The voice activation system doesn't always recognise my voice or do it properly, but I'll cut the other bits in, but I'll try again. Hey Siri, navigate to Grosvenor Garage, Preston.
Which Grosvenor? Insurance Grosvenor Alliance Mid or Grosvenor?
Grosvenor Garage.
Getting directions to Grosvenor Garage.
That's it. Just click go.
Starting route to Grosvenor Garage.
How simple is that?
In a quarter of a mile, use the roundabout to make a U-turn. Use the roundabout to make a U-turn.
Well, I'm not going that way anyway, but so it's a really good system. You can also play your music, everything you've got on your phone. Music, you see their audio box I've got. You can send a text with voice activation.
In half a mile, use the roundabout to make a U-turn.
Hey Siri, send a text.
Who do you want to send it to?
Gordon.
What do you want to say?
Coley, testing a car, don't bother texting back.
Your message to Gordon says currently testing the car, don't bother texting back.
Well, that's...
Ready to send it?
Yes. Send. Couldn't be bothered waiting. So fantastic gearbox, dead easy to change gear.
Use the left lane to take exit 1 towards Lancaster and the M6.
That's the audio box. Anything you've got on your system. You can go back. You've got music there.
In a quarter of a mile, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto A6 towards Lancaster.
So it's a fantastic system.
At the lights, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto A6 towards Lancaster.
We've got over here your parking, so you've got front and rear parking sensors. You've got cruise control on the left hand side, your audio controls up here, your telephone controls here. You can also go back to the home screen, I think it is, on there. Do that.
Use the left lane to keep left onto Lostock Lane.
Alright, so it's with it being switched to Apple Carplay, that doesn't quite work how I expected.
Keep left.
Got power folding door mirrors.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right.
The switch
onto
is just
Station
there.
Road.
That bike sounds horny over there. Don't know what it is. That lorry don't look like it was much for stopping. Really good acceleration, nice engine. As I say, the gearbox is just so smooth.
In 2.9 miles, take exit 31 onto A59 towards Clitheroe.
And we're just closing in on 70 miles an hour there. A speed limiter. So limiters there, and that's cruise control. Click set. only doing 55 miles an hour at the moment, but just waiting to turn off here, and there's a bit of a queue. That switch there's the speed limit to the one on the left hand side.
Exit 31 onto A59.
Just turn that down a minute. So it's got everything you could possibly need. Nice and quiet, not really much tyre noise. Two cup holders here, front central armrest. There's two USB in sockets. Charging my phone, and it's also coupled it to the Ford sync system. Very, very nice car to drive. Heated front screen, of course. It's quite warm today. I've got the climate control on, cooling me down. Instruments on the left hand side, you've got rev counter. At the bottom of the rev counter, your coolant temperature. In the center, you've got a nice big information display. On the right hand side, speedo, which is calibrated in miles per hour, and the inner is kilometers. And then at the bottom, you've got your fuel gauge, your information display there. If you click on that, you can change up. That's your fuel computer. It's just showing at the moment it's averaging 50.2 miles per gallon, and although the government fuel economy figures say a lot more, to be fair, I'd be happy with 50, but it will do more than that. That's with it's been ticking over while I've been photographing it and at the garage. So the guy in the Golf there wasn't too keen on giving me any room to slow down into the filter lane. Great handling. An absolutely sublime gearbox. Just dead, you know. I'm sure everybody knows somebody who changes gear like so, but it's just dead simple. One finger. Little finger. There you go. So when we get back to the garage, I'll show you how to pair a mobile delete, stream audio, and well, you know how to set the sat nav. It's really speaking now, I suppose any other system, especially the wheel, it's get yourself Apple CarPlay, forget about paying extra for a sat nav, and you've got it all covered. When I bought a new Porsche, when sat navs hadn't been out that long, it cost me £2,500 for the Porsche unit, and we were going up Windermere, and the sat-nav screen showed us driving straight through the middle of Windermere. So they've improved a lot since then. And the phone one, quite often I'll set, if I'm going somewhere, I'll set my phone as the sat-nav and also the screen as the sat-nav, and it's amazing how different and how much more accurate your phone is to the actual system itself. So that's my recommendation. So what have we got? We've got it's lovely car, rear privacy glass, plenty of load space, plenty of passenger space, front central armrest, nice comfortable seats, just a nice car all round, very, very tidy too. So I'll finish the test drive there anyway, and it's a depressing day today. I think we've sold 4 Range Rovers this week, mine today, and we've no more in. So anybody who's got any Range Rovers to sell out there, so long as they're nice with full service history, perhaps give us a shout. And anybody else, if we've got any cars, very, very busy. It's the busiest weekend we've had, I think, ever. Just absolutely manic. Fortunately, it was my weekend off, so John was at the garage, but I was manning the live chat, so it was my weekend off, and gosh, we were busy. So we've had a great start to the year. I know it's not been good for everybody, but we're mostly locked up. I can only do this because I can't do it sat at home, and got to keep the business going, I suppose. But thanks for watching. Hope everybody's all right and getting the vaccine as soon as possible, and see you in the next video. Thank you. Thanks for watching.